Okay, let's move to the Montreal Canadiens. We've got a question here from Matt in Kitchener who says, "Go Rangers, go," which I'm all for.
Yes.
My son Mike's the general manager of the Kitchener Rangers. But Matt, obviously, in Kitchener, is a Montreal Canadian fan. He says, "Hey, Bob, big fan of the Bobcast. Been listening every other week since episode 1, season 1. I would like your thoughts on the current state of the Montreal Canadiens at the moment. At the start of the season, as you know, Montreal was predicted to be more of a bottom-dwelling team with little to no playoff implications. But after the start of the season, you know, Montreal started turning some heads, and as we went through the World Juniors, Montreal has a ton of prospects who really look good. As you might know, Bergevin did say he's not interested in any rentals, nor is he interested in trading away young talent at this time. Last night, the Habs were able to beat an actual Cup contender, the Winnipeg Jets, 5-2. I should put in parentheses, everybody's been beating the Jets lately, and badly last night. Montreal showcased over 50 shots against them and are currently only sitting 1 point away from passing Toronto. This is a little out of date now. They're more wild card than Toronto, Boston territory. At one point this season, at what point this season do you think Bergevin should start to consider making a stronger playoff run, and would consider trading a player like Josh Brook or another top prospect this season? Do you think it's in Montreal's best interest to try this season for the Cup? And so, Pierre, how about you? Our resident Montreal expert.
Yeah. Well, with Marc Bergevin, always the caveat that he likes to shock people.
Yes,
but
he does.
Teams that have been calling have gotten the impression from him that while he's all ears and he's got a lot of cap room, as I like to say, if he can do a Joel Armia-esque deal before Monday, he would, which is to use his cap space to get a free asset.
Yeah. Funny you should mention that. A quick question here. Lori from Mississauga. Hi, guys. LeBrun has made several references to the Habs making another Armia-type deal to offer their cap space for assets. See how prepared we are on this show?
That is amazing.
Which teams and players are an obvious partner for such a deal?
Yeah, so I think that's something Montreal's looked at, or at least discussed internally. It feels to me like June is an easier time to do the cap stuff than now, but the Habs have let teams know they're there if there's something to park with them and they can get an asset out of it. I really feel that Bergevin is being genuine when he said midway through the year in his news conference, he really wants to protect his high-end future assets. Like they're not changing course because they've surprised. And really, now they are where they should be in the standings, which is they're only, I think, 2 or 3 points up as we tape this. They're a wildcard team is what their true ceiling is. And so because of that, he's not going to overreact. But again, because of the cap room they have, I think it allows for the possibility that you never know with Marc Bergevin before Monday. But what I would tell you is he would absolutely have zero problem standing pat either.
Right.
Like they know who they are and they love their youth that's coming up the pipeline.
I think, too, it's got to be very player specific and not just skill specific, right? Like they've done a good job of redefining their work ethic and the culture of the Montreal Canadiens. So that has to play into it. You know, unless it's a can't miss or a can't lose type of transaction where you know you're getting better, I think he's going to be careful because he likes what he's got now in that dressing room.